season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday once the families all get back home and join us. Grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Goff now looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Kyron Johnson there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you can.
Chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on third. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set.
At their own 21.
Corral to throw, first and 10.
He's got his time, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Goff. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Goff.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Badgley able to knock this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Corral. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers And the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he stopped immediately there.
Here's Corral.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Now this first quarter, let's just be frank, it's been a disaster so far offensively.
Yeah, already down multiple scores, and it doesn't appear they can get out of their own way right now.
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Room here to run.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Throwing here, Corral. He'll drop that down to Hubbard.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Third and long, Corral.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relation.
Williams loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
From the 36,
Corral. Got a man. That's Colin Johnson.
and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Here's Corral on first down.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hubbard.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On first down, Corral.
Going for the deep ball. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief.
And a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Once again, it's Swift. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd and 12, Corral. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10, Corral again. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Quez Watkins, 43 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. But
unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That goes for a gain of 31. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle,
touchdown! Terrace Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Dropped the lunch and ring the bell that many times. You got call the end zone throw it. You had to figure out to bring some type of urgency to change things up on defense.
And able to get to it, put him on the ground. So maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
Taken at the goal line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely down the numbers. There he goes. 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much and you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
58 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
This is Swift on the counter.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down moment.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off play action. Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Goff.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Corral.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
On third down, Corral.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
This one out quickly to Watkins.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. throw once again.
Again, that's Watkins.
And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Corral looking to throw it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Third and goal. Here's Corral.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Desmond Patman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a first down throw, Goff. Complete to right. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 44, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
56 yards.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
This time, Corral will throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's got some space here. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
71 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now gone. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Brock Wright, 32 yards. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Lions 49, Panthers 35.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Corral looking to throw.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A first down throw here for Corral.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10, Corral.
Johnson's got it complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Off play action. Here's Corral. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Corral looking for another pass here.
That caught by Trimble. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And Corral will throw it.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Corral looking to pass, 2nd down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Fakes a handoff. Now Corral to throw it.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Colin Johnson,
his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. He'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Goff going to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Panthers 42. Jack Fox.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. He's got Watkins on the out route. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amadio and the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Lions, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
a chain of game. When the QB chain birth most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. They be as born that you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, this